Alrighty then. We are back. So let's go over a few things. Last time, we had quite a scare. As the dust is settling in the aftermath of the harrowing battle with the Death Pact Angel, the air in the temple around you all is very heavy, with a scent of ozone and blood. The marbled floors, once pristine, are now marked with signs of conflict, a visible mark to the life and death struggles that you all have just went through. You all stand now, catching your breaths, some of you tending to wounds, but everyone feeling the weight of Riven's near brush with death. Silent understanding between you all speaking volumes. You all have faced a lot together and managed to pull one of your own from the clutches, fate, death, or whatever it is. Though this ordeal has left some of you shaken more than others, but your attention now shifts to the unassuming object that began this all, the large wall safe that, when tampered with, summoned the celestial being that you guys just defeated. So, what would you all like to do?
Well, first Riven's just like still on the ground because he bled out quite a lot. So, but he's gonna be looking around and be like, have you guys opened the safe yet?
No, but we should still definitely.
Well,
We should check it for traps.
Again? You mean?
I'd rather be
Yes.
safe than sorry.
I'd rather not die again. That would be really painful.
Stay out of the way this time, silly. Alright, I'll check the safe for traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll a investigation check for me. That is a 13. It does not seem to have any additional traps.
I'm not seeing anything.
Well, if we are going to open it, we should make it quick. We've been here far too long.
I agree. I will try to open the safe.
Alright, go ahead and roll a lockpicking check. It's 16. So, as you go and begin to try to open this very large and secure safe, it takes a few minutes before you manage to get everything aligned the way you need it, before there is a click and you feel a small release.
I'm going to check it for a wire or a trap on the inside before I pull the door open.
Alright, how are you doing this?
I'm going to peer around the crack of the door, and if I don't see anything obvious, I'm going to run my finger around the edge and see if I feel anything.
Okay. Going through these processes, you don't find any additional traps.
Okay, I'm going to slowly open the door.
Okay.
Let's hope what's inside is worth it.
We all take 20d8 fire damage.
That was that again.
2 Death Pact angels appear.
Right.
No.
Son of a bitch.
As you open the safe, it is a very large safe. There are a few items on the interior. There is a fairly large sized ledger.
Okay.
Do-do.
Let me put this on the sheet.
Mama gets new cursed items.
Ledger.
There is a bag, a fairly heavy bag full of coin. I don't know how quickly you're just grabbing stuff out of here, so.
I'm inspecting visually to make sure there's nothing out of sort. But
Yeah.
I'll count the coin later.
Yeah, there's an assortment of coins in the bag.
Okay.
Along with the ledger and the coin. Let's see here. There's a stack of letters, many sealed and unopened. They do have on the top a wax seal with the Iron Brand's insignia on it.
Okay.
There is a personal diary in here.
Okay.
And a black and silver key.
Does the diary have a lock on it?
No, but the ledger does.
Okay. And skimming over the pages, does it say whose diary it is?
What languages do you know?
I know. Let me look. I know Elvish, Veth'Arden off the top of my head. Common, and Draconic.
Okay. You recognize the language. It is a language. The text you can see in many places in a temple. It is a celestial of some sort.
Okay.
So you yourself cannot read it, but does it mean it cannot be read?
Alright, let me have a look.
I'll pass it to you later. Let me
Alright.
get out of this dreadful place. Is there anything else?
Within the safe, no.
Okay.
Well, if that's all, we should definitely make haste.
Yes, let's get out of this dreadful place.
As you guys are cleaning up in here, where's my Discord? We'll do this. So, Victor, as you are approaching the Temple of the Lawbearer, the atmosphere is unsettlingly still. The usual hum of activity that surrounds such a central place of worship is absent, replaced by this almost eerie quiet. The streets, which should be bustling at this hour, are desolate near the temple, leaving your footsteps to echo against the stone pathways. With your mind preoccupied with the delivery, you barely notice most of the disarray until you reach the open doors to the temple. Usually open to welcome the faithful, but now on the interior, a minefield of scattered bodies.
So you're saying I'm walking up to the main entrance, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to stop and inspect some of the people that are around, make sure, see if anyone's breathing.
Okay, your token is on there now.
Okay. So I just walked to the door, you said, right?
Yep, and the doors are wide open. Let me.
And I see people in the middle, right? Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rush towards the closest one to see if they're breathing or not. Going over
Okay.
here.
Let's see here. Alright, so as you rush up to the first one, they are not breathing. Everyone in here is definitely dead at this point, although you do hear slight talking and whispering from the back of the temple, kind of echoing through the chambers.
Alright, as I'm sitting there, can I hear anything about what they're saying or no?
Roll a perception check.
Alright, give me one moment.
Five. You can't make out what they're saying. So at this point, air inside this temple is becoming very heavy with the scent of blood. Your eyes take a small moment to adjust to the dimmer light, but when they do, you can see there's blood everywhere in here. The bodies of the congregation lie scattered, lifeless, pools of blood under each of them, and you see the fairly well-known Father Van Malgali slain, sitting upon the dais.
The father.
Your heart begins racing a little bit. Your instincts maybe even start screaming for you to turn back, but
Can I tell where the voices are coming from?
yeah, they are coming from over in this area.
Am I fairly familiar with the temple's layout? Like I've been here a few times before?
Yeah, I mean, it's a well-known temple, and you've gotten supplies for them before.
Alright. For that, I'm gonna take out one of the elixirs I normally have prepared, and I'm gonna take it in hopes that it can help me maybe get a glimpse of what's going on here so I can report it back to the guild.
Okay.
Or anyone else. And so, it's gonna be the shadows one.
Okay.
So it's just the advantage on stealth.
So you're drinking it?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty, then I need you to roll a stealth check. And
see how
can
bad
I
this goes.
get Uzmir and Wolfriend, and I'm also going to have Cerberus roll perception checks if you could.
Perception. Wait.
Oh god damn, he's fucking
Wait.
yeah.
You
Is
would
this-
get advantage
is
on
this-
this, Wolfriend, because
Yeah.
it has to do with smell and hearing.
Oh
Wolf
Perceptive
boy.
as
my
fuck.
god.
Well,
Yeah, I'm perceptive as fuck.
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
As you are talking and closing the safe, you begin to hear footsteps in the main area of the temple Uzmir. No one else seems to take notice at this point in time.
So I had stepped forward just to close the safe and make sure it locks again. And as I'm doing this, I kind of lean over to Wolfriend. We've got company out there.
Oh, hells.
Not make too much ruckus. They might not have noticed us yet.
Worst case, we're here on behalf of the guild.
Yes. I'm afraid the guards might ask questions that we don't have the answers to.
Do we not have the answers? It's pretty straightforward. We didn't kill anybody here.
We have as many answers as can be gleaned from this location. 'Twas the
So-
Brotherhood. That much is clear.
As they're talking and I'm getting closer, can I hear any more of this?
Yeah, as you're getting closer, you start hearing them talk about, you hear the word Brotherhood. You're getting closer. As you get even closer, how talkative are you guys being right now?
I'm whispering to Wolfriend.
Okay.
If that's the case, I was keeping my voice low too. So
Okay, then I need you guys to roll. I I guess fucking sleight of hand.
Not stealth.
Yeah, you can roll stealth. That's fine too. Oh.
23.
And then, Victor, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Oh, I don't hear shit.
You don't hear shit. The mumblings and voices you heard actually quiet as you get closer.
Gods, do I really want to be here? I'm just gonna mutter to myself under my breath. I'm gonna keep like listening, but I'm gonna try to still be like quiet as I come towards like the wall over here,
Okay.
but like knowing there's an exit over here, so I can escape if I need to. So I'll like
Wolfriend.
right here for now.
Wolfman and your friends. Lyra with the hidden. Those two left. It wasn't a good place for them to be right now, but we should get leaving to the Boar's Rest, somewhere where we can speak on this matter before any guards arrive.
Should.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, he's not being quiet at all.
That sounds super suspicious.
Come on,
It's like-
let's go.
We
like-
need to get to a place that way we can report the Harlequin Alliance's involvement in this.
As I step by him, we've got company, and we don't exactly look innocent in this situation.
Well, no, I guess most of us will not look innocent in this situation. But we'll look way worse if we get ourselves fighting against the guards.
Right.
I
Can you
don't
stand?
intend to fight them.
Riven, can you stand?
Yeah, thanks. And Riven holds up his hand.
And
Just
I'll
for
give
help.
him a hand up.
Yeah, thanks. Oh,
Could I
Alright.
hear him coming closer?
Roll a perception check, and I need another stealth check from you, Victor.
Fuck,
Yeah, he
28.
definitely sees me. 18. God damn.
Yeah,
Perception
you
is
can hear
what?
his footsteps come to a stop behind the wall at the end of that hallway.
I know you're at the end of the hall. We don't mean anybody harm. We did not kill these people. But if you don't show yourself, we don't know if you mean to harm us.
Listening to him, I want to kind of gleam if he seems to be telling me the truth or not. Like,
Oh,
I'm
no.
trying to trust my ears of talking to people and this.
Or roll an insight check. Which means either roll deception or persuasion.
yeah.
We'll go persuasion, I guess.
I'm He
Being
seems to be
honest. So.
Well, okay, but there have been times where you've said one thing and then immediately killed a guy, so
Yeah, you got a point.
that's why I said deception or persuasion. Be honest with yourself. Yeah, the voice seems to be honest. There doesn't seem to be too much trembling in his voice. Unless, since you failed the roll, Uzmir, do you plan on killing whoever this is?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be viewed as a criminal in this situation when we did nothing wrong.
Right.
Again.
All right, I'm gonna walk from around the corner with like my arms up. My name is Victor. I am here on behalf of the guild to deliver some herbs and tinctures. What has happened here? There's dead bodies everywhere.
Oh, before Victor.
The Harlequin
gets-
Brotherhood happened. Best we can tell, anyways.
What was
So-
Riven doing?
Yeah,
Okay,
Riven,
what were you?
Yeah, before Victor was gonna get closer, Riven's gonna change his appearance to Kivian.
Okay.
Because Riven's a wanted man.
Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, but as I step around the corner, what you see is a young adult, young man, about 5'11", with dark black hair and emerald green eyes, and like the pastiest skin you've ever seen, wearing an obvious school uniform with accents of seafoam green, and wearing like a petticoat-esque type outfit. It looks very formal, but it's obviously a school attire. And then what did I say last? Oh yeah, my name is Victor. I am here to deliver some herbs and tinctures.
Well, you'll not find many here available to receive your deliveries, so...
I'm still gonna stay where I am. I'm just kind of gonna look at him. Do you mind telling me what happened here? I knew some of the people here. It's rather suspicious to find everyone else dead and you lot alive.
The Harlequin Brotherhood happened, that's what. Now, best we all clear out so the guards can get to work.
Victor, is your etheric device like readied for you right now? In case combat
Yes.
breaks out? What is your etheric
is.
device? What are you holding?
So my etheric device is not necessarily a combat thing. It's like I have my weapon that's on me, but my etheric device is more for helping me brew things and like getting my potions like to get to people. So it'd be like some sort of like sling or something. I still haven't exactly decided yet. I'm still working on that.
Okay, and then what kind of weapon do you carry?
Crossbow.
Crossbow. Hand crossbow, light crossbow, heavy crossbow?
Hand crossbow is the one I have out right now.
Okay. Make sure you add that to your sheet. And then, did you pick your magic items?
No, I'm still working on that.
Okay.
I will tell you that later. Why would we need to leave if we can just tell the guards what happened here? Wouldn't that be more beneficial?
What can we tell them that they can't already glean from the surroundings?
Well, if you're obviously here, you can give them some insight they may not know.
We haven't exactly been seen in the best of light lately, and I'm not exactly looking to be underneath a magnifying glass anytime soon.
So,
So you want me to just... I stop and think for a moment.
The guards will figure them out. Now, unless you plan on spending your afternoon talking to guards, I suggest we all leave.
I need to deliver these herbs and tinctures, but I don't exactly know what I should be doing with them. As he says, with like a kind of naivety, like he still wants to finish this task.
Just
But you do see the septum
back to the
lying
guild.
across the room.
Of course, but he's still like, it's the naivety of like a younger man. Forgive me, this is the first time I've ever been, and he starts like kind of visibly shiver, not as much. I wasn't expecting this mess when I came here.
Neither were we. This place is horrid, let's leave. You can tell the guild that no one was around to receive the shipment. They'll hear of this soon enough, I'm sure.
I still want answers.
Well,
We could always go
As do
with
we.
you to the guild as well and share our information with the master.
Alright. I start to slowly put my hands down and my crossbow behind my back and back where it was supposed to be. You guys are heading to the guild, yes?
Seems like as good an idea as any.
Do you mind if I accompany you there?
Well, if we're all walking the same direction anyhow.
Alright. Give me a moment. I need to collect myself. I'm gonna walk over to the body of the father.
Okay. See that there is a litany of slashing wounds, and then carved into his chest it says, "The Brotherhood does not relent."
I wonder if this is at all tied in to the wyverns being taken. Just another piece of this weird puzzle. What has been happening in Elmakath? First the Iron Brand, and now this Brotherhood figure. I'm gonna turn and walk back towards them. And I didn't say that like under my breath at all. I'm just like talking to myself out loud.
Just clock that.
Yep.
Continue on.
Yeah, I think we should follow. Straven just tries his best to follow along with the help he has.
As I'm looking at these people, do any of them look injured?
Yeah, they all look pretty injured for the most part.
Oh, not me.
Oh no,
I'm
not
just
you.
fine.
Or
Who looks
Lavra.
like the most injured, like for me right now?
The dark emo boy behind you.
Excuse me. I never caught your name.
Name's Uzmir. I'm sure we'll get to know each other soon enough.
Hold it. I like try and grab his arm to like stop him.
Roll initiative.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's great.
That was my button. My terrible initiative.
The +0.
Yeah, terrible initiative.
All right. Now you go to grab his arm. Uzmir, are you allowing this?
No.
I'm obviously not doing it with any kind of like malice. It's like out of concern. You can hear it in my voice. And I'm trying to project that as much as I can.
Before he even grabs it, kind of stop and turn around.
I'd like to tend to your wounds if you don't mind. It looks probably
A bit rough.
yeah, just a bit. Do you mind? It would at least ease my mind.
I'm okay with that.
And I'm gonna use some points to just cure wounds right there.
Okay.
And what is the the freaking was a tier 1, so
Yeah, on the side of your main page,
Yeah, I
you'll
saw
see
it.
under short rest you have your AIP tracker. So you just subtract your 2 points for a first level spell.
sure. And then it's the 1d8, right?
Yep.
Look at that.
10.
10 points.
10 points of healing.
Took a little bit of the edge off.
Once we get to the Adventurers Guild, I can try and make some potions or elixirs that may ease more of the pain. Until then, if you can hold out.
That shouldn't be an issue at all. I'm not dying after all. I will say that my friend probably needs it far more than I do once we get back.
And I'm gonna take like one more look back at the absolute disaster behind me. Shake my head and walk out towards the door.
Mavra, Riven, it's time to go.
However, Riven, are you guys hanging back for a specific reason? Or is your stuff just being slow?
Well, for me,
I
it's
had to refresh.
yeah. It's over here.
It's a big map, okay?
Cerberus says, We are going to head back to the bar's rest if you are going to go to the guild.
Right. Sounds good. We'll meet with you later.
Right. Please be safe, be careful. I do not trust small boyish man.
I am suspiciously eyeing
Always.
him as he is close to Riven.
If I saw he was like injured, I'm gonna try and help him walk. Is why I walked over there.
He does not look injured because there's
No, it
an
doesn't.
illusion over his whole body. He looks perfectly
Never
mind
healthy.
Then I'm good. Then I'm gonna keep walking. Because I thought you said everyone looked injured, and Uzumi was like,
Mm.
he's the most hurt.
No, Mavra didn't get touched in that battle.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah, but like Uzmir told me that his friend was hurt the most. Obviously, not talking about Wolfriend.
Yep.
This is when illusion spells are really useful.
I'm going to hold Riven's hand as we walk, just kind of like being a crutch, but it looks casual.
Oh, and keep in mind, Riven, you have 2 points of exhaustion.
Yep, that's why he's acting like this.
So how that translates for you, you have disadvantage on all ability checks and your speed is
Yep.
halved. So you are
Yikes.
not moving with any speed or alacrity at this time.
And how noticeable is that?
It's pretty noticeable. He's limping pretty hard.
I'm gonna obviously walk over there and offer my aid. Excuse me, I can't help but notice you're limping, but you don't seem injured. Do you have some sort of disability?
Well, that's a question and a half. And why would you ask that? He looks a bit distrustful.
Have you never... Never mind. I just wish to help. It's part of my graduation exam. Helping people is something that I chose to do myself to graduate the academy.
So
I'm
a
trying my
goodie.
best to be helpful.
So you're a goody goody. Okay. And Ruin just looks at Mom like, okay, fine. I'll accept any help.
Well, all right then. And then I'm gonna go and like actually help him walk and like put his arm over me, and have a supported walk.
Yep. Alright, so you're all heading to the guild?
Yep.
Okay.
As we're walking, I kind of like turn to the two or like the people around me, and I just start asking questions, just in a very casual like way. Like my questions being pertaining to what I just witnessed, assuming that I trusted what Uzma told me. They have no part in the deaths of everyone, especially with that nat 20 there. I'm gonna just ask them like what they knew about it.
Okay.
And specifically ask them their names. Like, excuse me. It's a little rude at this point, but do you mind if I get your names?
Names already.
Well, that's a normal thing to ask, is it not? I introduced myself when I first saw you, but I never got any of your names except for the gentleman over there, Uzmir's name.
Alright, be kind, Riven, be kind, Kivian. You see that? My name is Kivian.
Did I hear him say Ribbon?
Did
You
he
hear.
hear you say Riven?
Yes. Like, it was like a quick, like, oh yeah.
Well, seeing as how I've been so engrossed in my studies, I probably have no idea what the importance of that name is, do I?
Probably not. You can roll a history check with disadvantage if you would like.
I'll do it, but I'm not entirely sure I want to. Like, let's go. Yeah, cool. I have no fucking clue, right?
No. No idea.
Good. Well, I'm still gonna call him Riven since it's the one I heard at first. Well, it's nice to meet you, Riven.
Oh. Riven just looks dejected at this point.
And you too?
Nice.
Wolfriend.
It's a pleasure. I'd shake your hand, but I have a little bit of weight on my shoulders.
Wolfriend's just sort of off looking forward at nothing in particular.
And you, my lady?
My name is Mufra.
Mavra. It's nice to meet you all. I'm sorry it was under the circumstances. Do you mind if I ask?
It is
Sorry.
complicated.
I understand it's complicated. Sorry, I'm just a little curious. I've lived in the city my entire life, and there's always some sort of terrible things going on, but I've never seen anything quite as bad as this.
Yeah, we not expect this when we come here either.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to, see this place like this. Of course not.
So,
Just
go ahead.
go.
Oh, you're
No,
good.
no. Yeah, we're still walking. I'm just asking questions. Sorry, there's just a lot going on. I've had a lot of things on my mind. It just, I could have sworn this would have been something tied into the wyverns being taken, because there's been shadowy groups going around doing this most suspicious of things.
Wait. I don't know if my head is fuzzy or something, but did you say the wyverns been taken? What do
Yes.
you mean by that?
I'm gonna just kind of like scratch my head with the hand that's not carrying him and look at him. So, where's it at? Give me a moment. Are you aware of what's of the wyverns that were taken by the wyvern guards? Or from the wyvern guards?
The wyvern what now?
So the wyvern guards that are here in Umakath, they have a stable. Their adolescent wyverns were taken just a little while back. The guild issued a mission to find out what happened to these wyverns.
And have they heard anything?
I've been looking for a few days, just looking around trying to figure it out. But even before then, I'd heard just whispers in the town. There was talks of this Iron Brand or some other organizations that may have been in the background, and I don't know. Part of me thought that maybe this was something that the wyverns were preluding up into. I don't know. I'm a bit of a I'm a bit of a detective myself. I like thinking about all these things, as macabre as that may be. Putting these together is something that I like to do.
And as Riven just says, like, yes, okay. As Richter keeps talking, Riven is gonna try and use a bit of his strength to use a sorcery point of subtle magic.
Okay.
And he's gonna cast message. If that's possible.
Message or sending?
Message, not sending.
Okay.
And he's gonna message Mavra, if that's possible, of course.
Yeah.
Subtle spell. Okay. this is Riven. Do you think this has anything to do with Zephyrion? And he's just gonna place that seed there.
And do
That's
I
the
realize
message.
I'm using any magic while he's there with me?
Nope.
Good.
And that's the message my brother will get.
Work so subtle spell.
Being settled.
That's the
Omar, you
one
hear
that-
this in your head as Riven casts the spell.
So as I'm talking to them, I'm trying to like draw things out of them with my questioning. Specifically, anything that might have happened with like leading up into it. Like, I'll be turning to Riven mostly because he seems the most responsive to my question. Yeah, most talkative, the most loose-lipped. I'm gonna like start leading with questions there, trying to I don't know. I try and act as charming as I could to try and make him open up to me as much as he could, you know.
Hmm?
Good luck.
Oh yeah, trust me. Good luck. So Riven. Riven,
Yes.
you mind? I know I've shared a little bit with you about why I was there. You mind telling me why you guys were there?
Don't answer that.
Well, oh, so you don't want me to tell him about the picnic that we were gonna have? Okay, fine. I won't tell him.
Yeah. Don't
The
tell them about the
picnic.
picnic.
That's a very
Well-
nice picnic.
I think I've been very forthcoming with my own information. I think it's only in kind that you guys do the same, and I'm like trying to
You
persuade
will-
him into this.
You volunteering your information does not constitute us needing to volunteer our information.
Of course it does not, but it's the only kind gesture, especially in the circumstances I found you in.
Are you
This is the-
threatening us?
It's not a threat, it's a basic observation. I'm trusting that you are saying what you're saying. I merely just want to know what was going on. I've been deeply engrossed in my studies and finishing up to graduate. I just want to understand what's going on. I've been a bit busy with the guild's request recently, and I'm not exactly sure what's been going on. Would you not be curious if you walked into a church and found everyone dead? Would you not ask questions?
We'll
Well,
talk later. Not in the streets.
Why? There's no one
Find
around
your
us. It's
way.
empty.
No, I just didn't
Find
put a
your
bunch of
way.
people on there. It is a busy
Oh, there's-
city.
Never mind then.
find our way to the Adventurers Guild and you'll get your answers. But not
Well,
here, not now, and not alone.
It was
Come.
just something nice.
One second, I'm editing or responding. Well,
So,
lol.
as you guys are walking through the streets, it is getting more and more crowded as you get towards the city center before coming upon the exterior of the Adventurers Guild.
Joke's on you. It's empty.
There's not a lot of people in here. You see the two people at the counters, and then you see Lionel, who is kind of taking care of his wounds, sitting across the entrance.
As I walk in the door, I'm gonna yell him back and try and help Riven towards like a seat to take a seat.
Okay.
Come on, Riven. Let's get you sit down.
this buddy thing is very, very, very weird.
It's not buddy buddy.
Lean
I'm
on
taking care of.
me.
Like,
I've got you.
Okay.
Sit.
Vincent's. Much better. Thank you, Mavra.
You're welcome.
Nothing appears to be wrong with you. I don't understand. Is there, as I kind of stop for a moment? I'm gonna report to the desk about what happened.
Are Wolfriend and Uzumir are going off to see Darvok?
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna stop here and ask them if the guildmaster's in, and if I can go see him.
Yes, he is just up the stairs near the planning table.
I need to speak with him.
By all means, he shouldn't be too busy right now, though.
Alright.
2 compatriots just went up there, so
Well,
just gauge the room.
Yes, those two. Well, it has to do with them, so I might as well join. Thank
Do
you.
want a drink, Riven?
Yes, please. Something very, very strong. Because
Do you want
I
something
think
to eat?
would something to eat or help? Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that will probably help.
It'll help your strength. I'll get you something.
Thank you.
You guys find Darvok kind of leaned over a map of the city, X's through specific buildings as you guys approach him. Zero responsiveness.
Yeah, so
Yes. Sorry, excuse me. What can I do for you? Oh. Don't you look different?
It's been a long week.
I'm sure it has. What can I do for you?
We just came from the church. Figure we should probably let you know that there's a crime scene there. The easiest way to explain it is the Harlequin Brotherhood went in and slaughtered everybody.
Have you alerted the authorities?
they
No,
decided to flee from them.
We'll find it soon enough.
Right, but we just got your names cleared. Did you remove any evidence from the scene?
No.
Roll a deception check?
Did we remove any evidence?
Yup. You pulled you pulled a card out of the father's sternum and tore a note off of the pillar.
I thought we left both of those.
I do not recall you leaving both of those.
I remember saying leave the notes, give the guards something to find.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to take the card, but I did not.
Okay, sure.
It is
You
not
also
on my sheet either.
okay, but you guys did take everything from the safe.
We did, but that's why I shut the safe and locked it.
Yeah. If you all keep finding yourselves on the wrong end of the law, we're not going to be able to defend you much longer.
Guildmaster, you're saying these people have been in trouble more than this once?
Yes.
Crime scene has Harlequin Brotherhood written all over it, quite literally.
Right, but nobody knows the identities of any of the members of the Harlequin Brotherhood. the toughest part of their organization. Maybe a few minor members here and there, but none of the higher ups. They like to keep their business on the lowest of lows.
And here they are, slaughtering the entire congregation of a church.
Regardless, you're all members of the guild. You shouldn't be fleeing crime scenes.
That's what I tried to tell them.
But it's done and over with now.
We also thought that with recent events, the last place that we would want to be caught by the guards is at an active crime scene. That's why the first place we came was here.
No, I understand your predicament, but not the best of situations, as I'm sure you're aware.
Very, unfortunately.
We'll need to alert the guards.
Guildmaster, before you go, what do I do with the herbs and tinctures I was supposed to deliver?
Is everybody in the church dead?
According to their testimony, yes.
Then it doesn't matter. They're not going to pay for the request.
Understood.
Lionel! Go get the guards. Take them to the church. Lionel gets up and kind of nods and starts limping towards the door. So, what other trouble have you found yourselves in other than now not only meddling with the Iron Brand, but the Harlequin Brotherhood as well? You seem to be getting intertwined in as many shadowy organizations as you can find.
You're saying these people know of the Iron Brand, sir?
Yes. Look, Victor, maybe take a passive role in this conversation. You're a very inquisitive young lad, and I appreciate that, but sometimes you have to listen to learn.
Alright, sir. And I'm just gonna slink back and lean against the table.
Well, we haven't been tangling with the Brotherhood of our own volition. It seems this slaughter at the church, some sort of deliberate hit. A target against the Bloodhawk specifically.
Seems like, though the Brotherhood is what they are, we do have common enemies.
It still cannot be ignored that the Brotherhood slaughtered hundreds of innocents in there.
It was always a thought that the Iron Brand was intertwined within the ranks of the Harlequin Brotherhood.
So you're saying this might have some kind of connection to the Wyverns?
The missing wyverns from the Riders' stables. I believe that might have been some sort of scheme concocted by the Iron Brand. They're known for stealing magical creatures and the like. We've had quite a few go missing here in recent times. So, they asked us to put in a request, and we did.
Yes, I'm one of the ones who took the requests. Seemed interesting.
I can attest to the Iron Brand hunting magical creatures.
They're known as poachers first and foremost.
Poachers, you say?
I feel like they'd want more than just some wyverns, though.
Wyverns are very versatile. You can do a lot with them, and not only are they creatures, as you would like to say, but they're also forms of transportation. Maybe they can be used to move things. Or even get distances in a much faster way.
Also,
or even for combat.
They're also the key to our military's aerial forces. The theocracy and the kingdom does not have an aerial guard unit as of yet. So in terms of selling to across borders, I'm sure they'd go for a pretty penny. Well, regardless, what's done is done. What will you do now, Morkala? God, I hope it's not bringing more trouble to my doorstep.
Morkala. Weird name.
I suppose our targets are still the Iron Brand, though they've been dealt a hefty blow.
There's recently a child raising on that list.
A child raising on this list?
Sadly.
Oh.
If this was a targeted attack to upset the forces of the Bloodhawk, that cannot mean anything good for the people of El Macath. We have two vast organizations that are now routing for power, and it will bleed over to the populace.
That can't be allowed to happen.
I agree. Cannot. You guys say you've at least interacted with the Iron Brand or fought them multiple times, correct?
You could say something to that effect, yes.
So you're saying if I stick it close to you, I might be able to get some more clues on what happened to the Wyverns.
Are you certain that's wise?
You see, I'm trying my best to help out the city. I've lived here my entire life. It's disturbing to think that there's a shadowy organization scheming in the background. If you walk the streets, you'll see everything that Aetheric engineers have given to this city. I'd give much more to keep the city safe.
Your life included?
That was what I was alluding to, yes.
These people are dangerous. You're still young.
And you've... what? Your life is not any more important than mine, is it not? If I'm offering my aid, what does it stop you from accepting more help? It's not like I'm incompetent. I'm a student that has come from the Center Academy. I am an Aether engineer. I have a myriad of skills that can aid you. Besides, you're also an adventurer party with the guild, correct? Morkala, was it?
Oh.
If I recall, I'm allowed to put in a request to join a team. Is that not right, Guildmaster? Especially if it's to try and get more experience.
You can put in as many requests as you want, but if the party leader does not accept the request, I can't do anything to force them.
And who is the party leader?
You do realize
Bruh.
joining our team means that you'd be put in most likely extreme danger countless times. You literally just overheard him say that in the past week alone we've been wanted for murder and involved with 2 dark organizations, not just one.
And you do realize that those poor adolescent wyverns are still missing, not to mention that there's more going on in the background of the city. I'm gonna do whatever I can to make my city safer. It's my duty to this city. And if I just have to hug your legs as much as I can to get to the bottom of this, I will.
Well, friend, you've got to talk to Mavra.
What do you want?
I can be quite
Look.
Yes.
What we do is dangerous. And not good. We protect who we can by getting our hands dirty. You're young. You're innocent. Keep your hands clean. Please.
Got it, old man. I'm gonna talk to you later now.
Mavra?
I'm gonna turn back. I said hug your leg by any means. If I have to just follow you in the shadows, I will. I will get to the bottom of where these wyverns are being held. And I'm gonna keep walking down.
That's...
What?
Mavra?
Yeah?
The young kid's got a death wish. He's going to be asking to join us.
Like, join us how?
Well,
Just as
much
I
like
say.
I'd like to help you.
Help?
Yeah. I'm an Aether engineer. I have a specialty in elixir creating. I can create stuff. I can fix armor. I have a myriad of skills, and I'd very much like to stick around to see if I can find out more about the Iron Brand. I'm trying to find the wyverns. As I kind of just like tilt my head and smile, trying to be as convincing as I can be.
You're a child.
I am not, ma'am. I am actually graduation age for the academy. I am currently in the process of leaving the academy to venture out on my own.
You're a child.
Gonna tilt my head. I don't exactly think I am. By laws of this kingdom, I don't think I'm a child. Maybe to you.
You have never been adventuring or hunting or
Or
anything? Fighting?
well, you see, I've been in the academy. I've learned how to fight through the academy. All of my stuff has been,
But
well,
you've
yes,
never
sheltered.
fought for your life.
Can't say I have. Most of the stuff I've done has been investigating in the city and looking through all the crimes that have been happening, specifically with the wyverns and all of the other quests I've taken through the Adventures Guild.
And
Can't
have
say
you
I've done.
taken a life?
Did I look like I was throwing up in there behind when I first entered? Did I look like I was overtly shaken as I turned my head to see Wolfriend?
Well,
Seeing
I'm a
us
healer.
is not the same as taking a life.
I understand that. My job is not to take life, it's to save lives.
We do
If I have to take lives to save the greater good, I will. I have that
do
drive.
you know the weight of what you say?
Yes, I
Truly.
do, in fact. I'm gonna
That's
kind of
so
turn to Tim.
naive. Do I have my food and drink for Riven yet from the...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take it back to the table for Riven. I don't have time for this.
God, the atmosphere's dense here. You guys are all hedgelords, aren't you?
That is such a childish fucking thing to say.
That was a point.
Look,
Mavra was like starting to think, maybe she ain't now.
So that's the.
Here go, Riven. Eat, drink, rest.
So, what did he want?
Riven, I need you to make me a let's just say just roll a dexterity check.
Oh, what the fuck?
And that's with disadvantage right now.
Oh no.
Okay.
Mm.
Die a second time.
Quit trying to kill Riven.
Okay.
That was
Frick.
Yeah, as you are handed your cup, there's a swift hand motion coming from Uzmir before you yank the drink away from his grasp.
What? Hey, that's mine.
Are you sure you should be drinking in your condition?
Oh yes, it settles the nerves and helps me think really good.
It's not alcoholic, I know better.
Wait, it wasn't alcohol. Come on, bro.
No.
Oh, that's priceless.
I trust.
Oh, hush, you should trust me even more.
So that I can have it back now.
He did not successfully take it from you. He was too,
So he's still...
he was too slow.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. He just downs it.
It was just cold brew blueberry tea. Jeez.
Oh. Maybe I should get that more often.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
maybe.
No. Griffin, you like to drink. So...
You can like both. Silly.
Yeah, but then, where would I get this buzz that that I normally like, after getting
Wouldn't
several
you-
drinks?
Wouldn't you like to be sharp for battle?
In a way, that makes me sharper, because I'm able to think more clearly.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, fine. I'll stop. I'll try my
Usmir, do you
best.
want food? Do you want drink?
No, I'm fine right now, I think.
Alright. We should look
So,
into getting a room. Or maybe retiring to the boars.
Before you
or
go, I'd like to talk to all of you.
So, what's
Sigh as
going
much
on?
as you'd like, but I'd like to ask you at least one question. You all seem to be invested in me, quote unquote, keeping my hands clean, correct?
Me, I have no clue where it's coming from.
I'm gonna roll my eyes at Riven and just look at the other two that did say so.
It's less your hand clean. Though part of it is your hand clean. The other part is you are not tested in battle. I am tested in battle. Usmir is tested in battle. Wolfriend, Riven. Before we became what we are, we all fought. We all experienced. I don't think any of us want to be responsible for either your corruption or your death.
So I think you've misunderstood me, ma'am. I never said I was untested in battle. I said I've never taken a life. I've spent years training. I've spent
And
years fighting. I've
so-
spent many hours, many days doing quests for the guild. If you don't believe me, you can go over there and ask them. Yes, I've never taken a life, but no, that's not because of choice. That's because I've never had the reason to take a life.
Which is naivety we can't afford.
I think you misunderstood me yet again. I said a reason. Doesn't mean I'm unable to. It's something that has been instilled into us while we've been training. The abilities that we've been granted, the skills that I've been honing are in use and for the people. I do everything to try and make life better for those around me. With or without you, I will be investigating more into the Iron Brand.
What
Now, you can take me
do-
along with you, or I will just follow you around. Either way, I will be here, because you seem to be the fastest way to figuring out what the Iron Brand is doing. So either you can watch me from the side right next to you, or I'll be following behind you.
If you get yourself killed, so be it.
That's fine with me.
No. No, no.
And if he wants
I
to die,
strongly urge you to reconsider.
And I strongly say I'm not
However-
going to.
look, I already died.
There's no
once.
stopping
It's
you.
Scary. It's very, very painful, and everything that you want to do, you can no longer do it. This is no laughing, joking. Oh, this goody type bullshit. This is
I
the
think
real
what
deal.
this child is missing is
Victor,
that humility would probably go a lot further than you trying to childishly prove something to me. To us.
I'm not trying to prove something to you. I'm proving something to myself. I have nothing to prove to you. You just seem to be the fastest way to me figuring out my own goals. And I'm trying
if
my
you-
best to serve the city, not you.
I have
Well-
a question.
Yes, Uzmir.
What do you bring to the team?
I'm able to fix, repair weapons. I'm able to create potions. I'm able to create elixirs. I'm a ranged fighter. I'm able to heal, which is something that seems you guys are sorely lacking in for the overall part. Seeing as Riven, oh, what was your name again? Your actual fake name, you said? I can't remember.
It's Kivian.
Kivian, my bad. That may have helped him from, as he said, dying. I'm just assuming something may have happened in your last battle that having an extra healer on hand might have helped with. I don't need to be the
So-
frontline fighter. It seems you have enough of those. All
He's
I'm asking
true,
you
I'll
to
give
take me
him that.
along. All I'm asking is to take me along so I may help life, so I can keep people safe. If I am no longer needed after we figure out about the Wanderers, I'll leave. But that's something I am not able to leave alone. I want to understand what's going on behind the scenes, especially
So
since
why
my
didn't
family
you
lives here.
lead with that?
Fine. If there's no stopping you, we can at least make sure you come back alive.
Thank you, and that's all I ask.
Looks at Riven. No guarantees.
Does remind me. Uzmir, I would like another diamond to keep on me. In case, well, you know.
Not a problem. And I hold my hand out towards Wolfriend. Hand, please.
Right.
As Wolfriend holds his hand out, the diamond, I like palm down over his, the diamond just starts to form out of my hand and just like kind of falls out.
Oozes out.
Right, that's excellent.
I have a question. When it comes
Wonderful.
out, is it kind of wet?
Yeah, it's kind of sticky.
Sticky.
I picture that I have enough control over my own body that it doesn't leave remnants on everything.
Oh, man, if only that were the case.
What was that?
Don't worry about it. Victor, do you want to join us as a companion, or did you want to join us in the guild?
I'll do whatever I need to get to the bottom of it. I'll help out where I need be that as weapons repair or doing the
No.
miscellaneous tasks.
Do you want to join Morkala, or were you just wanting to tag along?
It seems to be the fastest way to getting things done. So yeah,
You want to join Morkala?
I still have a lot of quests I need to do for the guild. So if you don't mind accepting me for the time being.
Well, gentlemen, opinions?
No.
I propose whatever option is the least amount of paperwork.
Don't mind the paperwork. I have no problem doing it.
I think that we should probably do at least one mission together before we just say he's in our ranks.
Agreed. A trial.
I'm gonna nod my head. I can understand
I-
that.
I hate for you to go along on one mission and die, and then we have to do paperwork on that too. Not saying that you will, just saying that we still. There's too much to be unaware of.
Shall we retreat to the boar's rest? Riven needs rest.
Yes.
Is that where you are staying?
We all need rest.
Well, you already came out with it. There's no point in lying to me about it.
We
No.
have a
he's
couple
joining
different
us,
places that
Wolfram.
we've been staying, but the Boar's Rest is one of them.
I appreciate your honesty.
If he's joining us, Wolfram, then he must join us. There is no choice.
Suppose so.
Besides, if Darvok trusts him,
Avrak trusts me. That's not always a good thing.
Unlike you,
Why-
I'm also a student of a prestigious academy. I'm also the heir to the Braun Trading Company. I'm a very public figure.
oh great,
Yes,
that's
yes,
definitely
yes.
gonna help our stealth. Ugh,
And
onward.
I'm a monster. The point being is that Darvok trusts many people, regardless of where they came from or who they are.
That was my point.
Onward. Let us go.
Wait, did he say
I'm-
monster?
Let's
go.
go.
Let's just go. Come on.
Thank you.
No one's gonna mention the monster part.
Nope.
Nope.
Let me help Riven.
I'm helping Riven.
I'm also helping Riven.
Please don't. You know what? I'm suddenly feeling a bit better now, so I just need one person to hold me. That'll be great.
I think he
Oh,
likes you,
I
Riven.
bet you are.
I
No, I
really
just
would need
have
to
a
sleep.
conscience for people who are hurt, and it seems he appears to be hurting, limping. I can't tell because it doesn't look like there's any injuries on him. He's moving at a snail's pace.
Victor,
Yes.
you will soon come to understand our group dynamic. Trust.
It
Well,
will be an interesting day still.
It will. You guys are heading towards the Boar's Rest?
Yep.
Yes.
What time is it? Out of
At this
curiosity.
point in time, it's about 11 in the morning.
Oh. We've had a day.
Yeah, it's not over yet. So as you guys head towards the Boar's Rest, here's
28th
my
or
tab.
the 29th.
It's the 29th.
Thank you.
Boar's Rest. Okay. So, you guys arrive to the Boar's Rest. Going in?
I'm just helping the limping in Riven.
Well then,
Shall we?
We shall.
Wolfriend! I'm glad you made it back. I was worried for a moment.
We should,
yes. Just had to clear things up with the guild.
we should probably apologize for our fifth.
Apologize for your fifth.
I kind of step to the sides so everybody can see the victor.
The victor.
The victor, thanks. As I see him making eye contact with me, I'm gonna like look at Riven and kind of ask him if he's okay to walk to the seat by himself. Are you
I
alright
have
to make it
Mavra.
over there, Riven?
I have Mavra right here. Yeah, don't have to worry about me.
I'm gonna take some steps forward, look them all in the eye, like take a moment and stare at all of them, and like pat myself down, and then make a proper introduction. It's nice to meet you all. I have not introduced myself yet. I'm Victor Braun. May I have your names?
Ignored.
Sure.
Yeah, straight
sure,
ignored.
sure,
Alright,
sure,
I'm
sure.
looking at notes right now. Victor Braun, you say? It's a weak name. A weak name from the theocracy. What are you doing in El Maquette?
Well, yes, my name does come from the theocracy. Very astute of you. My grandparents fled the theocracy in hopes of learning aetheric engineering when they were younger. Unfortunately, they did not. And I don't know if you've heard of the Braun Trading Corporation or company.
Yes, what do I look like? A plebeian?
Well, then you know who I am.
No,
Victor
I've
Braun,
never
as I
heard
stated
of the.
before.
I've never heard of that company. I'm sorry. But, irregardless, I guess it is so to meet you. You can call me Cerberus.
It is nice to meet you, Cerberus.
I
As I take
can-
like a small bow.
Don't. This is not the place for that. To my left, this is Doran. The Leopard man kind of raises his hand. Right. Nice to meet you, Wolfren. We might want to have a talk about conscripting children to your party.
This was not my idea.
Uh-huh.
But he's technically the second Wolfriend.
Arya kind of stands up and then starts pacing over towards you guys, ending up kind of right next to Victor, leaning into his face. I don't know, he's kind of cute for a kid.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Well, of course. I don't think we got your name, did I?
I'm Arya, and I'm not that old. Please don't call
sorry,
me ma'am. That makes me feel weird.
It's not in any terms of age. It is just a respectful thing to do. Everyone is a sir or a ma'am. Everyone deserves at least that monogram of respect. Out of me, at least.
Yeah. Wilfred, I don't think he's gonna fit with you guys.
And I'm just gonna like kind of
Well.
tilt my head. Would you rather I just call you your name then?
Yeah, if possible. I think it'd be less weird for everybody.
Noted.
If you're gonna travel with Wolfriend and his friends, I can tell you right now, there are no modicums of respect.
Oh, come now. Not that bad.
Such a short time together, and she knows us so well.
I don't know what I should make of this.
I'm trying to find my specific note on it, but you may be able to help me, Wolfriend. Arya's only 19, isn't she?
Yeah, close to that.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little older, but not by much.
I think she's 19 or 20. She's still pretty young.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Nightshade elf woman kind of stands and bows to you a little bit. And I am Lyra. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Please don't cause any trouble. We've already had enough.
I
Lyra,
have no intentions to.
he did say earlier that he enjoys arm wrestling.
Oh, really?
Did I?
Put that child in the ground.
Yes, I very much agree. I'm always in the mood for good sports, but tests of strength are not my specialty. I'm very much one for the mind. Games of chess or other are more my fancy.
Never mind, Wolfriend. He's a nerd. He'll fit in with you just fine.
Uzmir is basically rolling at this point.
I prefer the term scholar or student of aetheric engineering, but if you must call me a nerd, I guess the title does fit. I've studied many years.
Well, don't just accept it.
No, I want to say, Victor, your name was?
Yes.
Correcting someone who's called you a nerd and saying that you prefer to be called a scholar is the very epitome of being a nerd. But it's okay, you seem nice.
I don't think I've tried to be anything but thank you anyways.
So, what is your guys' plan with this kid?
Do
Wait, are you even old enough to be in this bar?
Are you?
Wait, well, let's not ask too many questions.
he actually really, really wanted Lyra's cooking? We told him how wonderful it was the other day.
I'm gonna turn to him. You're very bad at lying. You know this, right?
I'm not lying. I thought it was delicious.
First off, I never knew who Lyra was before walking in this door, so I don't know how I would ask for her cooking, so that's an inconsistency with your story. Second, why would I ask for someone's cooking I have not known very well? Well, I turned to Lyra. I'm sure it is very delicious. I would love to try it sometime in the future. I'm just trying to point out the inconsistencies in this story before he starts to drag me into things I have not asked for.
I just picked up on a good hint.
A hint, you said.
Wolfriend just leaves.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow our compatriots. If you wish to talk to them some more, you may. It was nice meeting you all.
Likewise. Yes, very good to meet you, of course.
Fucking nerd.
Thanks, Darky.
You pair.
I love you too.
We all love you, Fair.
Wolfriend might not have said it, but I do actually apologize. He pretty much said that if he didn't get to come with us, he was just gonna follow us, and then instead of helping, we would have just had to save him, and I don't know if I'd have actually done that. So here we are.
Right. Well, still, he's such a young kid. I worry that he's gonna get hurt. I don't think he quite fathoms the dangers that we're facing right now.
I definitely agree.
But we know who his parents are now, so if we have to, we'll just call his mom.
And until then, Wolfriend gets to babysit.
Oh my god. I don't know when
It's their job.
I became the de facto party father figure in this sense,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
But being so damn dotty then.
Wolf
when
Dad.
you got mistaken for Kavra's dad 6 times in one session.
Exactly.
I mean,
You won that
yeah,
moniker.
that's fair. That's fair.
All right, thank you for. Uh, I'm gonna go join the rest of the party.
Right, of course. Try to get some rest. That's what we're gonna do. Until we can find out where the Iron Brand's gonna strike next.
For the Brotherhood.
Or the Brotherhood, but I feel like we're not on bad terms with them yet.
Well, that is a positive note. I'm gonna slip into the curtain.
Also, before they all came inside, Riven is gonna whisper to Mavra and say,
So, what do you really think about Victor?
I think he's a very young kid who does not understand the horrors of the world yet because he's only seen them through a textbook. He has the arrogance that's only won by youth.
Someone who wants to do good. By that, I mean not like you, Mavra, but more of like he wants to do good to get something in return.
Well, I honestly think his heart is probably in the right place, but I worry that he doesn't comprehend exactly what he's getting into. And I'm a little worried that the fact that he doesn't seem to have any
I just took a DNA
is not going to bode well for him in the future.
test. Turn
You need to have some fear. And he's got that confidence, that arrogance that only someone who hasn't seen something truly horrific can have.
I mean, the pompous noble, my father, mother, this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I went to this school and da 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 da. Yeah, it's concerning.
As,
I'm not used to being so mean, but I don't want to see him get hurt. He's
oh no,
just a
keep at it.
child.
It's very amusing.
What?
But
What?
but I don't know. There's something about him. How he just entered inside without panicking. We would have heard him screaming out if he saw the bodies, and that concerns me more. Who knows? Maybe he could be a serial killer, hiding behind the guise of a smile.
Well, and that's why we watch each other's backs, and that's why we're not. That's why I don't trust him. I don't know him, and we've been hurt and betrayed and stalked. I don't have it in me to trust anybody openly anymore. After everything we've been through. Also, undo this ridiculous disguise. Let me see your face.
I'm fine. And he just snaps and he's back to Riven. Oof, and he's no longer Riven.
Much better.
Oh, and here I thought the handsome blonde was a look, but okay.
I prefer the handsome, dark, brooding Riven. I was afraid I was never gonna see your face again, so let me look upon you a little while longer.
I just, when I was dead, I missed Wolfrin, Zephyrion, even Usmir, who just made fun of me a lot. Shiro, and you, Mavra. Just not being able to, and he shakes a little, not being able to complete my promise to you. Not being able to train with Wolfrin to help Usmir on his mission. And leaving you alone like that. It made me think a lot. And I don't really like thinking. But,
Yeah.
well, Wolfram was right. I need to change. Otherwise, these regrets and the myself is just not gonna help matters. So, well, and he just like stammers. You see,
No, you-
Mavra,
Maybe
I
you should
li-
just rest.
but
Huh?
well, I lie, and as soon as he says light, everyone just enters.
Hmm?
Hello, friends.
Wolfram, can you help me convince him to lie back and rest?
Yes.
Riven, you've taken a very big blow today. You need your rest.
Yes. As he's just full on red. Yes. I am definitely
I think he's breaking fever.
Look, just take it easy. You've been through something harrowing today. And it's not even noon. 7 hells.
yeah, fuck you too, Wolfriend.
No, no.
Ouch.
'Tis of no fault of your own.
Wolfram, will you see that he strips down properly? Because I think he's taking a fever.
What?
Look at how red he is. I'm going to go get some cold cloths.
That's...
Fuck you.
Oh, hey, Usmir.
Well,
It's ruined just grumbles.
Avram?
I trust you to do your thing. I was hoping to discuss our plan for today. If we're just going to take it easy for a while.
Current state, I couldn't even fight a rat. Especially Palath. Palath would beat me one-on-one.
No, Ploth would beat any of us one-on-one. But
You don't think
you need-
Palath is like a secret god or something, right?
There's a
Who's
dark
say?
glint behind Palath's eyes. Oh no, I've been found out.
Anyhow,
It is time for your reckoning.
We all get TPK'd.
Avi the rat.
Paloth is the verdant warden.
That would be concerning.
well, you need your rest. I need to go shopping still. I'm,
Or what exactly?
new clothes. I'm still not used to, this. Well, you know.
Oh yeah. But at least, well, you still are a wolf friend. Even if you have ears and a snout now.
Yeah, I guess so.
A wolf friend?
Hmm.
I don't want to die anymore.
And you won't. Not as long as we're here to help it.
You know everything I said about, I would want to die just to have any power or whatnot.
Hmm.
That was just false bravado. It's scary. And I never want to go through that again.
No.
And I wouldn't recommend it. It's very, spooky. With, and people wanting your souls. It's not very fun.
It's... As I said, it's harrowing for anyone. You, just take it easy. Mavra should be back with whatever soon enough. And then I would very much like to go out and get what I need to get done.
I'll just be laying here. Maybe I should start reading or something. Maybe I'll learn something that way.
Maybe. Take it easy, regardless.
Alright. But make
Death
sure
is
Uther...
not good
Sorry.
for the Constitution.
Oh, that is true.
As shocking
Alright.
as as shocking a fact as they may be.
I don't like my blood.
Uh,
Also, Wolfrin, if Uzmir recommends a book, stop him, please. He'll probably recommend me something absolutely horrifying I would never want to know, so please don't mention that to him.
Well, no, I don't know. Ah,
I
You've
could
got
go
this-
tell him of that. Speaking of books, and I'm going to tend to Riven and put the cold cross on his forehead and his neck.
you've got this from here then?
Actually, Wolfriend, I need to speak to you. You rest, Riven. Over here, by the fire.
All right.
Please sit.
Okay.
I'm
I-
going to pull out the diary. You know Celestial, right? As I reach into my satchel and pull out the book from the safe.
I do. Was
Um,
part of my studies.
I
limited
gleaned
as they may be.
earlier. I gleaned earlier that this is Celestial, but past that I can't read it, and I'm gonna hand it over to you. Can you tell whose diary this was?
Well, whose is it? What's it say?
Do you open it up?
Yeah?
Okay. Oh. So, as you open it to the first page, you see a name written. That name is Eliza Thallon.
And this is the owner of this?
Seems to be.
Belongs to one Eliza. I already forgot what you said.
Thallon. Thallin.
Belonged to one Eliza Thallon, apparently. Is that name ringing any bells?
It rings familiar, but I don't know why.
Do you continue to read through it?
Yeah? Been good, given no reason not to yet.
Alright. So, the pages of Eliza's diary are scrawled in the delicate scriptural strokes of Celestial, and they weave an unsettling tale. Each entry is a careful account of Father Galley's clandestine meetings. Shadowy figures cloaked in the dusk. Eliza, the scribe's precision, documents the comings and goings that would not withstand the light of day. Her words carry the weight of some sort of almost detective of sort. Very determined writings, yet threaded with concern. The book itself bound in worn leather, and as you're looking through it, its age does not beget a long time that has passed. Like, this is a fairly recent diary. As you read through it, as Celestial script is wont to do, there's slight glowing, just faint. And her writings, initially brimming with the inquisitiveness of a scholar or an acolyte, shifts as days pass. And ink begins to tremble across parchment, mirroring her mounting anxiety. She speaks of a coldness that has settled over her, of veiled threats whispered in hushed tones down the hallowed halls of the temple. And her entries grow sporadic. Lines fraught with tales of secret sigils and conversations cloaked in riddles. Each entry a new piece of this puzzle she's trying to complete. As the chronicling progresses, a pattern of corruption begins to emerge even more. Sketched out in her careful hand, names of prominent and powerful people, dates aligning with known deaths in the cities, as well as robberies and kidnappings, and sums of gold vast enough to sway small towns. Then, without warning, all the entries halt mid-sentence. Ink pools where the quill paused, as if Eliza had been interrupted. What follows is a series of empty pages, mute, to the abrupt end of her writings. The absence of continued scrawling suggesting something must have happened to Eliza.
And it just ends?
Just ends.
It would seem this Eliza was keeping tracks on Father Vanwell's galley's dealings. I have shadowy meetings, records of vast amounts of gold. This is damning evidence if ever I've seen it.
Interesting.
Best to keep it safe.
Yes, I agree.
Good.
We'll give it to, I think, Uzmir for safekeeping. Since where he keeps things, nobody can exactly pickpocket it from him.
Indeed. Seems prudent.
I've also found this other thing. And I'm going to pull out the ledger and the key. I don't know if they go together, but they were in there together.
Now, sitting, being able to actually look, we'll say you notice a fairly similar sigil on the locking mechanism for the ledger. Sigil you have seen not too long ago.
What sigil?
One that glows with arcane presence.
Oh, yeah. Let's not do that.
Not again.
Hmm.
We might need to take it somewhere and have this dispelled by someone with better magics than we have.
Yes. Or, at the very least, prepare for another fight.
Later.
Agreed. Later.
And then there are these letters that were also in the safe.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it would be wise to open them or mail them and see where they go.
Hmm. Well, to whom are they addressed?
All of the letters are addressed to Van Walgali.
Okay, so they were incoming mail?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But
Do
most
they
of them
have
are
every...
still sealed. And they do not have a return address.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is there anything presently arcane on the letters themselves?
Roll an Arcana check.
Yay, my best thing.
Can I assist in this?
Yeah, you can give her advantage, or you can roll separately.
I will give advantage.
Nine.
Big money, big money.
My rolls have been incredible tonight.
You do not notice any arcane sigils of any sort. They do not. The best of your knowledge, this stack of unsealed or of sealed letters is not trapped.
Are they all sealed or are some unsealed?
They're all sealed.
Okay. Do you think it'd be wise to open one and read it?
Hmm. Mayhaps. You're certain they won't blow up on us, right?
I'm not exactly a magical being, but there's nothing so obvious like on the journal.
Well,
You open one?
Well, friend.
well,
You know, after this morning, I don't think I'm feeling too brave.
you know, it's probably wise.
Yeah. But there is this bag of coin.
Oh. That's not trapped as well, is it?
Well, I sifted through it and looked at it, and it didn't explode, so I'd assume it's fine.
Oh god,
There
it's
might
not.
be some tracking coins in there, but, you know, it was in a
I
safe,
was just
so
about to mention. It's not full of tracking coins, is it?
I didn't notice one.
Say,
But the
You
Iron
could-
Brand already knows of this place. They abducted people from here, so not exactly secret.
no. Still, it might be good to, put it in front of the new kid. He's a student of Aether, isn't he?
I guess if we have him, we might as well use him.
Ought to be good at identifying magics and whatnot. Better
Right?
than any of us, at any rate.
I'll take the letters and take the coin. I'm going to tend Riven because his wounds are still quite serious.
Well, I think we should save this stuff for later. I still need to go clothing shopping.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, I'm so used to you, just your personality. I forget that you're
It's,
you know.
It's strange. Haven't really had a free moment to stop and observe everything.
I hope you don't take offense,
Give
but
me a
it
moment.
kind of
If you
it
you wouldn't
kind of
mind giving-
suits you.
yes. Well,
Take all the time.
if you give me a moment, and I'll just. I guess there's a washroom back here.
Yep.
I'll just vanish in there for a second.
Smell like wet dog.
Screams into mirror.
What are you?
Is there a mirror in this
What
room?
are you?
And I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's a mirror in there.
Okay, cool.
Would you like to narrate what you're doing?
No.
What are you?
There's-
Why am I a wolf man?
What am I? And why am I so hairy? There we go. Alrighty. So, anyone else? I assume you guys are going to take some sort of rest?
Yeah.
I mean,
But you said it was like 11 a.m., didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not fully there yet.
We kind of been through hell though, homie.
Yeah.
Riven has stage 2 exhaustion, so you can't be like going anywhere.
Yeah. You guys left me out here with Victor.
You could have
You
come
could've
in the
left at
room.
any
Nobody
time.
banned you.
You're gonna come in.
Yeah, Victor, do you have any questions for Uzmir?
At the moment, like I'm kind of just like pulling out my chemical supplies and like looking over them, making sure everything's like good, and seeing if I need any supplies or not.
Well, while all this was going on in the room, Victor, we do have to go over at least a couple things since you're here.
Without looking up, and what would that be?
You're gonna see some things, and I'd prefer if you kept the questions about some of these things to a minimum.
A minimum, huh?
I understand they may pique your curiosity, but just understand that not everything can be explained.
I'll do my best, but on one condition.
Depending.
Would you be a little more forthright and not try and hide things behind my back? I'll do a better job of not asking questions if I'm not left out of the loop.
In due time, we may come to trust you, and then we would open up about some of these things more. But as you've heard, we've been entangled with multiple dark societies, so we're not exactly super trusting, if you understand.
I'll nod, or I'll shake my head. That's not what I'm asking. Sorry, I might have framed that wrong. When I mean forthright, I mean as things come up. If something becomes pertinent to the situation, I'd like to at least understand why it's important. Not that I need to know everything right now. I understand the situation I'm currently putting myself in, and I understand that I'm rather forcibly including myself into this party. I have personal reasons on why I want the city to be safer.
Understandable. In due time, like I said, we will fill you in where we can. I will say that. I will try to be more forthright. But before this day and night are over, I bet you will have many, many of questions that we will not be able to answer.
Several burning ones already appear in my mind, but the only one I have at the moment is there anything I can make for your friend in the other room to ease his burden? while I have my kit of supplies out.
Unless there's something that fixes him being ridiculously tired, smelly, and hurt.
I'm gonna take a second to think. DM, do I have anything that can do that? I know I can make soap.
I know I can make soap.
Oh god, it would be so funny. He wakes up in the morning, hey dude, I got you a bar of soap.
Instant best player on the team. Makes Ribbon smell good.
Here, homie, I made you some Irish Spring.
So, at this point in time, what's the highest level spell you can cast?
Fourth, if I remember. No, third. I
Third.
think.
Yeah, so you know of a concoction that kind of mimics the lesser restoration spell, which is good for minor stuff, but for the amount of exhaustion that he is suffering, you don't have anything that's gonna really help with that too much. You can give him a sleep aid.
I can definitely do that. How long would it take to make that?
Like a few seconds. You have all the supplies you need.
Okay, I'm gonna look up from my supplies that use me. Well, on the list of things you've said, one, I can definitely make some soap for him. I thought it rude, but I tried not to bring up his smell. Figured it had a reason for it. No one likes to be smelly like that, but I can also make some sleep aids for him. Maybe that'll help him forget some of the pain for a while.
That indeed might be beneficial.
I'll start creating them just in case if you want to go ask if he'll take them.
I'll just tell him it's liquor. He won't have a choice.
Alright. And the soap?
Yes, please.
Alright. And I'll just start indulging myself in my supplies, creating it.
Okay. It doesn't take too long, and it's pretty easy with your level of skill to just kind of pump this stuff out.
Got it. And I'm finished with it then?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna walk over. Here you go.
Thanks.
Of course. Do you need any basic maintenance on your weapons?
At this time, I don't believe so. I've taken some pretty good care of mine, and the one that I'm using right now is actually fairly new, so...
He'll just nod. Alright then, if you need me, I'll be in this room. I have a few things to work through in my mind.
It's appreciated. Riven,
What's up, Uzmir?
I got you a drink.
Wait, a drink?
Yeah. Oh,
What I think it is?
it'll take the edge off, just trust me.
Oh, 100. Oh, you're the best friend I could ever ask for.
I'm gonna go ahead and hand him the elixir that Victor made.
And grabs it.
I will say that I wouldn't exactly try to drink it and then go on a midnight stroll.
Oh, so it's the strong stuff. Riven gives it a little sniff.
It's
See
strong.
if it's really. Tell if it's like real booze.
Roll an investigation check.
Advantage because.
Yeah, because you have a disadvantage on all
Great.
ability checks.
Great.
It is extremely strong smelling. As for if it is booze or not, you were told it was booze. It's definitely strong smelling enough to be booze. You've never smelled booze like this before. So it must be that high shelf stuff.
It's just Jaeger.
It's a Boilermaker.
If something bad happens to me, you know who to blame, alright? And he just downs it.
Yeah, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Let's roll in that 20 right now. With this advantage again.
Yup.
Actually,
Yeah, are saving throws at disadvantage? I don't think they are.
So I was curious.
I don't think they are either. I think that you do get disadvantage on saving throws at a certain level of exhaustion. Yeah, no, you do not have disadvantage on your saving throws right now.
That's
Yeah, that's
not
the
to
only thing he
level
has.
3.
So you chug it. And I need a con saving throw. 17.
Damn.
It is not alcohol. You can tell that the moment it enters your mouth.
I was lied to.
That's why we don't drink things from strangers.
You begin to get very, very drowsy.
Yes, my friend. And then he just flops.
Told
That
him it'd
was-
help him sleep. I didn't say it would get him drunk.
Well, that was interesting.
Well, you'll be fine. I'm headed out.
Shopping?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do be careful.
Of course. I don't plan on going alone. Don't worry.
Good. You can take Victor with you.
Oh wait, don't come into this room
Uh,
yet. I have something I want to do.
You need to take Victor with you because there's no way we're hauling him around in a schoolboy uniform.
Well,
That's his adventuring
least-
garb. His school uniform is much
My
worse than
bad.
that.
It is.
I had, something else in mind for my outing.
He's gonna go with
I'll
a
take him
girl.
later. No. As I leave.
Yeah. If you're gonna leave a second, before like when Uzmir left the room, as I'm putting like my gear away, like while everything that just happened is going on, I'm kind of just like gonna sigh to myself and mumble under my breath. I was not expecting my day to go like this. Grandmother, you promised that. I promised you, grandmother, that I'd try my best to help the city. I'll do whatever I can, even if I have to trust these adventures. And I'm kind of just gonna put like my head down, visibly like shaken.
Okay. So, Oliver, as you exit the room, you see Victor kind of head down.
You mean Wolfriend?
Yes, sorry.
Yep.
Has a wig now.
I'll just, clock that. And, continue on, I guess.
My head will raise when I hear the door open. I'm just like
Okay.
looking at you. Headed out?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need company?
I've got that covered. Don't worry.
Alright. I'll be here in case you need anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need
Well,
anything
just-
made while you're gone?
Wolfram just sort of thinks for a second. I don't think I do.
Well,
Oh well, if I think of something later.
sure. I'm gonna go back to put my head down on the table.
Okay. And Uzmir, that thing is in your journal now.
Thank you.
Okay. Wolfrin, you're going to go get clothes, or what are you doing?
Getting someone first.
Alright.
Come up to Doran.
Oh,
I'm headed
Wolfrin, you're heading out by yourself? That's dangerous.
Well, no, I was hoping to get your assistance.
Like, what, like a date?
No, I just. Well, you've a better fashion sense than I.
Oh, yeah, no one's denying that.
Um, well,
No, for sure. No, let's go. Get you some clothes and maybe get some other supplies before whatever next thing we walk into that tries to kill us.
yes, of course. Pays to be prepared. Anyone else need anything?
Not for any, like, major reason, but there is, what I hear, a fireworks shop near the middle of town. If you could pick me up a bunch of firecrackers.
And what, pray tell, do you intend on using those for?
Subtlety and subterfuge.
Well, fair enough. Firecrackers it is, I suppose.
All I needed to hear. I'm good. I don't need anything from town. I have plenty of clothes for myself. And Lyra walks up to you after furiously jotting down a bunch of stuff in a journal and ripping the page out. Says, yes, Wolfrin, I'll need all this to make dinner for us tonight.
Oh.
It's a pretty sizable grocery list. And she gives you 70 gold pieces.
Oh, well. You'll want the remainder of this back, I presume?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good at numbers. I'm sure you'll use most of it. I mean, we have to feed yet another mouth. You keep... More and more people keep seeming to show up out of the blue, so...
Right. You know, might be good to enlist Mavra's help with dinner. You know, we've, many
after the battle you guys had, I don't want to bother any of you with it. I've cooked for more people than what we have here, so I should be fine. Besides, I don't want to make it a competition between me and Mavra. We've just become friends.
Oh, she's not the competitive type, I assure you. I'm sure she'd be happy to help, I'm sure.
Well, we will see what we have in store later today, and then maybe I'll request her help.
Of course. Well then, shall we?
Right, I guess we're off. Are any of your other friends coming along, or is it just gonna be me and you?
Well, the others are, resting, or otherwise occupied. So...
Very
yeah,
well.
just us.
Sounds like a plan. Just head off into town. Oh. Any other things you guys in the tavern need to take care of or want to go over?
Sleep.
Sleep?
That's Riven's. That's what Riven's can do. He's just sleep.
Rivet got knocked the fuck out.
Correct.
I'm gonna go ahead and don my Harbinger self.
Hey.
And go ahead and use a divine revelation.
Alrighty. What are you trying to revelate?
It says gain insight into a single question concerning the nature of events, and we're gonna go ahead and go nature of events. And more so along the lines of why Victor is suddenly being cast into what is basically our weird version of manifest destiny. And how he will be playing a part in the upcoming.
Okay.
Especially leaning into whether or not he could be in danger.
Oh.
You see lots of death saving throws.
You see lots of death saving throws in your future.
So many death saving throws.
Why didn't you dodge?
As your vision shifts through the Night Mother's will, see outside of the room that you're in, the boy, Victor, his face one of fear, not bravery. Then you flash away to the same boy chasing a bandit down an alleyway, that same look of fear, over and over, through each step that this boy is taking, trying to find his place or trying to at least make a place for himself. And then you see a massive library. Nothing like you've ever seen before. A multitude of people in garb similar to Victor as well. Father Van Walgali talking with Victor and some of the other students as well. Whatever Victor is doing here, he has a connection to the people that you have been going up against, whether he is aware of it or not. And he has access to knowledge and people who could grant knowledge outside of what your group has access to.
Nice. That I'm gonna sleep.
All right.
And of course, I take slime form when I sleep. Puddle of
Oh,
slime.
babe. Oh, baby slime's so freaking cute.
Oh, you need to make your slime like red and black or something.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
Look at him, he's so cute.
So adorable.
Okay. Mavra, doing anything?
So Riven is fast asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, knocked out.
I'm going to remove the claws from him and let him rest to make sure that he's all tucked in. I'm putting Polaf on his pillow. And then I'm going to go check on Victor.
Victor,
And then after that, go
what
see
are you
about
doing, Victor?
After taking that moment to to find myself again and just allow myself to feel what I've seen today. After I've recentered myself, I'm rummaging my bag looking for some tools, maybe to like pick up a project or something I haven't yet decided as she walks in the door.
Have you eaten, Victor?
Oh, sorry. I was lost in thought. Food. Yeah, I ate earlier this morning. What time is it?
It's almost noon. No.
Then no, I have not had lunch yet.
Come.
But I don't think I'll have much of a stomach at the moment.
Why is that?
I don't know. Thinking of the mutilated bodies we saw in the church is a good place to start.
Yeah, I imagine that must be hard on the system.
Not to mention just a little bit of stress.
Stress?
Your friends aren't the easiest of folk to talk to.
They come by honestly, I promise.
Yeah, so I thought of idle hands make light work, or whatever the saying is. I don't know what it was. I just want to work my hands a little bit in the moment. I want to start making my hands move so I
You can
can
make
clear
your
my mind.
hands. You can make your hands move by breaking bread.
I'd like that.
Come.
Sure. And I'm gonna put everything away and follow after. And as I like leave this curtain, I kind of put like a smile back on my face. So what is there to eat here?
I made some bread earlier. I don't know if there's any left.
I did send Wolfriend a grocery list, so I can make dinner for us.
Oh! Would you like some help cooking?
No, there's no need to trouble yourself. I can handle it. You all
It's
need to
no
rest.
trouble at all. Honestly, it's no trouble at all. It's meditative for me.
Well, when the time comes, I may ask for your help, but I don't want to impose on any of you when you all need abundance of rest. You've been through a lot.
Understood. Is there still bread left over from before?
There might be, but it'll be pretty stale.
I can fix that. No worries. So I go over here. Do I find bread?
Yep.
Okay. How stale is it?
It's pretty stale. It's been sitting there for quite some time.
Like a day.
Yeah.
Less.
Out in the open. Not covered.
It's fine. That's croutons.
It's crouton.
Still digestible.
Do I find enough in the kitchen to make like a little bit of a snack tray?
Yeah.
Like little bits of leftover fruits and vegetables and whatnot?
Yep.
Okay.
Easy enough to find.
Neato. I come back with the snack tray and a couple of mugs. And I put them down from behind the bar in front of Victor.
Ah, thank you.
No worries. Have you had honey meat before?
Can't say I have. 18.
Try it. It'll put hair on your wherever.
Uh-huh.
I need an adult.
I don't know where human people get hair. That's all I meant.
Oh, all right. Thank you. I'll definitely try a bit. And I'll like take a small, tiny sip.
It's not bad.
Delicious.
Mm.
I'll just lightly sip it to go along with the bread. To like ease the hardened texture of it.
Mm-hmm.
Meat is good, I say as I dunk one of the little croutons with a little bit of jam on it into my honey mead. It helps fill the holes in your nutrition.
I don't know how true of a statement that is, but
Actually, pretty true. The fermentation process brings forth a lot of magnesium.
Well, not my field of study, so I guess I'll trust you on that.
I'm from the woodlands. We learn things from the forest.
A very interesting way of learning. May have to try it someday. Didn't know the forest could teach you things. Well, aside from life lessons.
The most important life lessons are those of life.
Yeah.
Mavra is noticing the more she talks to Victor that there's a little darkness behind his smile.
I wouldn't say it's darkness, it's more of fear.
Fear is a darkness. Man, I can hear Riven snoring from out here. Goodness. What gives me or give him?
Oh, I created a sleeping aid for him.
Was it full of horse tranquilizer?
Something like that. I figured he'd need more considering his injuries. Made it a little more on the strong side, so hopefully even if he realized it'd still knock him out.
Well, he does have quite a tolerance. He does drink a lot. So, probably for the best.
I could tell off of his figure.
I will not tell him you said that.
Either way, it's fine. I would have told him straight up to his face anyways. I pride myself on being honest. Integrity is a very big value of mine.
You may find that honesty without tact is a hindrance in the world.
Oh, I understand that very blatantly. I said I value integrity. Doesn't mean it's the only thing I do.
So I wouldn't comment on his physique to his face. Well, Riven is temperamental.
He seemed like a kind person to me. Didn't think he'd be so caught up on the little things like that.
Well, you've known him for several hours, so I'd give it
Yeah.
time.
And he let me
Several
help him.
several hours while injured.
Good point. We'll see how he is, if he's more rambunctious when he's not injured. Maybe we can find something to help him.
Sure.
Yeah. He'll be fine, I'm sure. He's resting rather fine over there.
Yup, she says and takes a hearty swig of the mead.
Final words.
You sure you should be drinking that heavily?
It's just mead.
So,
You will, in your years, find the difference between mead and ale.
as your guys' conversation drones on, find ourselves shifting through the city of El Macath around noon, where Wolfrind and Doran are out on the town. What is your first
Prowling.
destination, Wolfrind?
Clothes shopping first.
Go shopping first. Are you walking around looking for a clothes shop? Are you asking for directions? Like, what is the...
Yeah, just walking around. No particular rush.
Okay. Right then. This down and then do... Oh. So, as you and Doran are gallivanting around town, you guys make it about 10 minutes away from the Boar's Rest when he pulls off to the side to a small vendor and then grabs 2 kebab sticks and hands one to you. Here you go, mate. Might as well not be starving on our way here.
Oh, of course. It's been so much of a day. I forgot I hadn't eaten.
For some reason, my mic got muted. Sorry.
Oh. That explains it.
No, I don't know my way around Elmacath at all. I assumed you maybe did? You've been here a while longer than me.
Not by much.
Oh,
Even then, I wasn't at leave to, wander freely.
right. Well, that does not bode well.
Hey, I know where the shopping district is. We can figure it out from there.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that'll be our first step then. To the shopping district. Which way is that?
It's, this way, I believe.
Alright, then let's go this way. So, what are you thinking for clothing? Something bright and vibrant?
No, just something, functional. Well, a couple things functional, really. Something that'll, stand up on the road. And, you know, helps if it looks good too.
Well, you can make anything look good, Wolfriend. I have faith in you.
I don't know about that. Besides, I've a whole new physicality. Truth be told, I don't right know what to do with all of it. I mean, hells, everything's different.
Well, nothing, at least for not always gonna have everything be the same.
Well, no, of course not.
But we do what we can.
Yeah. Of course. And figure it out as we go, I suppose.
Yeah, of course. What we're best at. Alright, well.
Still, it's an adjustment to be sure. I mean, hells, absolutely everything's different. Right, focus.
Just wish things could go back to how they were before all this Iron Brand nonsense.
Yeah, it feels as though I've not had a fully restful night of sleep in a good long while. Knowing who's out there.
Right.
Unchecked.
Well, after what we saw at the temple, I'm not sure any of us are getting restful sleep.
No. Suppose not. Poor Arya, she seemed shaken. I don't recall her having witnessed carnage such as that.
No, usually she's just scouting out things. She's not in the heat of battle.
No.
She's still young.
Indeed. but, still, capable nonetheless. Hell, she could be following us, and I don't think either of us would have any clue.
Yeah, I'm a little wary on getting her a bunch of firecrackers.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
Worst that could happen is we could wake up with a bunch of firecrackers in our beds.
Well,
Do you really think the best combination of things is Aria and explosives?
I mean, they do have their place in subterfuge.
I mean, yeah, they do, I guess, but I don't know. We'll get them for her. Hopefully we don't reap the consequences.
Right. Also, consider, if she really wanted them, you know well there's no stopping her.
Yeah,
You'll find a way.
true enough. Takes you guys a little bit of time, but you eventually find a tailor shop. One that was Veth'Arden owned. Most Veth'Arden have a few appendage differences that humans don't, such as tails. A lot of Veth'Ardens have to have specially made boots and that kind of stuff as well. But you guys do find a small shop where you both are able to get some new clothes. What kind of style are you trying to get for Wolfrin? Want to describe what kind of clothes you're picking out?
Just sort of simple traveler's clothes, something sturdy, but still, like, still good looking. Probably some sort of, like, dark green color.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a minute, and after talking with the shop owner, you guys manage to get a pretty decent garb going on. It is gonna run you 2 gold. Not super expensive, but it should hold up as traveler's clothes and as a good layer under your armor. And it fits you properly, and that's the biggest thing. You do end up going to a dressing room and trying stuff on, and as you come out, you see Lucian, who is no longer in his leather armor, but instead is wearing a very nice tailored, almost tux. Just staring at himself in the mirror. As you walk out and you see him, he cuts a good figure. And he turns and looks at you, and if only he could blush, he would. He just looks at you and goes, I know, I look ridiculous. The guy talked me into trying it on, but it's going straight back on the rack.
Oh, no, I think it looks good.
This is garb that you wear to like a wedding, Wolfrin. We're not going to any weddings. At least not ones without blood.
No, suppose not. Still, I don't know. There may come a day when we have to, infiltrate a party or some such. You know, if you wish to spend the coin, that is.
Nah, if the time comes where we have to infiltrate a party, then maybe I'll come back and buy it, but for now I'll just get a couple of these shirts. It's all I really need.
Yeah, that's good.
But, Lyra, she gave you a list, right?
Oh,
Lyra
yes.
gave you a list? Alright.
Yes, of course. It's a lot. This is for one meal? Seriously?
Yeah, you're looking over the list. This list is not for any sort of recipe that you have ever seen or heard of, nor one that would actively ever be able to be concocted in a way that it would taste good. She's asking for like a pound of salt and a quarter pound of black pepper, cumin, like 3 different kinds of potatoes, onions. She just asked for like a whole slab of beef, a few other meats, as well as nuts and fruit. A few different kinds of rooted vegetables as well. It's all over the place. You're not sure what she plans on making, but you and Doran both are pretty sure you know what is in store for you.
Gods, I hope she accepts Mavra's help tonight.
Right. We could just keep walking north and then never come back here.
And leave the others to this fate?
Oh, we'd actually be saving them, because if we keep going north, Lyra never gets her food. If Lyra never gets her food, she never makes dinner.
I don't think that's how she operates. I'm sure she'd find a way anyhow.
Maybe. Oh, I guess we should get to shopping then.
Right.
It takes you guys a while going between different shops and stalls before you get everything, and it's a haul. You both are weighed down pretty heavily, and she rationed out her gold pretty well. Ended up being 68 gold pieces altogether for everything she bought. There's 2 gold left over. You guys begin heading back to the Boar's Rest. You need to do anything else before returning?
Well, we've, burdened ourselves like pack mules, but, anything else to be done while we're out? Anything you can think of?
Well, some information gathering would be nice, but it's middle of the day right now, so not exactly the best time for it.
No. Besides, let's not... I think it best to not think about work for at least an afternoon. Do we get the firecrackers?
Yeah, I got the
Truth be told,
firecrackers.
I am curious as to what she does.
So
if
am
nothing
I.
else.
But I know one thing. I'm not sleeping next to her.
Well, I mean, we do have our pick of rooms at the Boar's Rest for now. I guess while it's normal management and business is elsewhere.
Yeah. Have you seen or heard from your Manthus since we got Lunala back?
No, not since we reunited them at the Adventurers Guild.
Right. I worry.
Truth be told, I'm afraid to face him again.
Especially after what we found.
Yeah. caution him against going and slaughtering everyone there. And then someone else goes and does it for him. It's
Not a good look.
no.
But sometimes there's always something we can do about it. I do feel sorry for them, though. Hope that he keeps his wits about him. We don't need a man of his aptitude going on a rampage.
Wounds be damned, we should have gone that night when we had the chance. Oh, hells.
We all could have died then. I haven't had too much interaction with this Brotherhood, but they don't seem like they're messing around.
No. We know little and less. And don't know of anyone who knows a damned thing.
Right. But we'll find somebody.
Stumbling in the dark yet again.
We could just get some sort of lead as to where, even if it's just the Bloodhawk or one of his lieutenants, someone that we can question.
Right. If they know the Brotherhood enough to place a targeted hit, maybe.
You all found that ledger, right? Those unopened letters?
We did. We, the diary was, or ledger, whatever. It's in Celestial. It's damning evidence. The, letters we didn't want to touch for fear of, another summoning. Or an explosion, or something.
Right, but there could be valuable information in there.
Indeed. I believe the plan is to puzzle it out sometime tonight.
Oh.
But
All right.
still, we need rest. We need to
Yes.
recuperate. Riven. Oh gods, he's in a state.
He's pretty beat up.
Yeah. Death will do that to you, won't it?
Sadly, it will. Not much we can do about that.
No.
But at least he's alive now.
Indeed.
Important thing. Well, I guess let's get back in here and get ready for dinner.
Truly. Let's hope for the best. I know Mavra could make something of this. Still.
All right. Well, then we just have one hurdle. That is getting her to let Malra help. So, as you all kind of reconvene, Lyra and Mavra make dinner, rest most of the day. as the night continues to fall on you all. What rooms are you guys sleeping in?
The bottom one for Riven.
Right,
Since
I
he's
know
up
Riven and Uzmi are already in there.
I'd probably ask if there's like a spare bed somewhere.
Well, take your pick.
This is the first time I've ever been here. I don't know where any beds are.
Well, dibs on the purple room, but any of the others have beds? I don't know of anything more you'd need.
Okay, well, I'll just find a bed.
I mean, place is not in its usual business state, so make yourself at home, I suppose.
I'm gonna walk over to these guys and like try and figure out what rooms they're in so I can ascertain which one's still open.
The Black Wolves. Gibbon Black Wolves will be staying in the Black Room.
I'm gonna turn to my left. Anyone staying in the one over there? Over here?
That's the Black Room.
I thought the black one was up here.
No, that's Brown.
Oh, then I'll be over here. Anyone over here then?
No, I don't think so.
I'll be there.
As you all are finding rest for the night passes relatively easily, though getting to rest for some of you is harder than others. And as everyone wakes in the morning, no firecrackers going off,
Yet.
begins to
Wait, so
Not again.
Go ahead.
it was noon, right?
Yeah, but then there was a whole shopping thing, and then you guys kind of meandered in the tavern. Were you trying to accomplish anything yesterday before? the
Yeah,
evening?
that's what I was gonna. I was just gonna work on like a simple weapon or something to keep my mind occupied. I'd mentioned it earlier.
Yep.
Until going to bed.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna work on like a dagger.
Okay. We will do rolls for that here next time, but as people begin to reconvene, there is a bit of commotion out in the main hall of the Boar's Rest.
Do we get long rest?
Yep, everyone gets long rest.
One less point of exhaustion. We're Riven.
Yep, I think only has one now.
I'm going to forcefully move people around. As people begin to awaken, it takes a minute for everyone to realize as a man sits perched on the top of the massive structure in the middle of the tavern. A pose that melds a casualness with an undercurrent of danger. The dim light of the room and the waning flames and torches casting a sinister light. The room is fairly silent as this figure in shadow, in a ghostly white mask adorned with a subtle grin, a soft rustle of a playing card flicking deftly through his fingers. As he kind of looks down at you all and says, "Good morning, Morkala. Sleep well?" "I'm Jack. Nice to meet you." That is where we will end for tonight.
No.
Whoa.
Fun.
Thanks for everyone who watched. We will not be playing next week because there are some family stuff going on, but we will see you all next time. Just pay attention to the Twitter. We'll post updates. Love everybody. Bye.